Good evening. I'm Mindy Smith. I'm the owner and operator of my own boutique family law practice here in Atlanta, Georgia. Tonight is the launch of my speaking series, Just Ask Mindy. I'll be answering burning questions about marriage, divorce, relationships, and dating. Remember, when in doubt, just ask Mindy. So I decided to do this launch with the help of Jan and other friends in my life, and Erica. You know, many times I would have people over at my house, and we'd be sitting on my deck late in the evening having drinks, and we always talk about relationships. You know, why can't men and women get along? What do you do when this happens? What do you do when that happens? So I found myself giving advice to all my friends. And so I said, why don't I take this off the deck of my house and into another venue, or maybe I can provide a little bit of guidance to some people that are going through relationship issues, divorces, contemplating getting married, or having children, and maybe I can help these people. So I wanted to do that. And this Just Ask Mindy, the concept grew out of giving advice to friends. And the funny thing is, the upcoming topics for my launch in the future, and these are just topics I'll touch on tonight. If you all have questions about them, I'll be happy to discuss them in further detail, but I'm going to be talking about single women navigating the business world. And can we be treated the same as men in the business world? Also, I'll discuss and talk about, you know, as much as women have changed, in a lot of ways, men haven't. Most men still want to be the top dog in a relationship. They still want to be the breadwinner. And I'll talk about how to navigate these particular ideas and concepts, because that is the reality. You know, when you are a young girl in her 20s, no one ever sat me down and told me if I do this, this, and this, that it may affect me in other areas of my life. So there are lots of young girls here. You know, I'll certainly open the questions about those types of topics. But this is not just a pro-woman launch. I do represent a lot of men in my practice, and I will tell you a little bit about the current trends in family law. The days of the mother getting custody of children carte blanche, those days are over. The trend is more to a shared split of custody between husband and wife. And a lot of men want to participate in their children's lives more. And things are a little bit different than they were 30, 40 years ago in the days of the movie. Some of you may remember the movie Kramer versus Kramer. It was one of the first movies that touched on what happens in a divorce case with contested custody. I came to Atlanta, and I wasn't sure even what type of law I wanted to practice or what I wanted to do. I worked for a couple of big firms downtown, and I did contract work, and I hated it. I just didn't like it. It was dealing with, you know, discovery and paperwork, and that just wasn't me. So one decision led to another decision, one choice led to another choice, and some years later, I ended up opening my own boutique family law practice with the RCPC, and I do divorces, I do child custody, I do high asset cases, I do complex contested custody cases. I take cases pro bono if I am very supportive of my client's cause, and sometimes that's necessary. You'll find as you go out into the workplace as a young individual that sometimes you need to do something nice for someone. And it's okay if they don't have the money. You can do that once in a while, and that's sort of like giving back to the community, whatever profession that you have. So I certainly do recommend that, and I encourage that. And I have done that myself. And I will say that I have found those cases to be some of the most rewarding cases I've handled as an attorney. Is some of the clients that I really believed in but didn't really have the money to pay me. So as you experience your own path and you make your own journey to do whatever it is that you want to do with your life, just remember that along the way, that if you get the opportunity and you have the passion, sometimes you can't help someone that needs your help at the time while still building your business and making money. follow me on Twitter at Mindy R. Smith, or like me on Facebook at Mindy R. Smith PC. And remember, when in doubt,